Hey guys, this is Dion here with your Guitar Academy, and in today's lesson we're going to learn how to play Thunderstruck by AC/DC. Okay, so let's start from the top. Got this awesome lead part that sounds something like this. And that kind of continues throughout most of the song. You can sort of hear it in the background, continuing through most of it. What's really cool about this part is that it's not only is it a really cool part and very melodic and interesting, it's also a great exercise for your fingers. For your fretting hand, it's really good to get this kind of dexterity and the fast movement and the switching between fingers. For your picking hand, it's a great alternate picking exercise, but also it builds great synchronicity for both hands. So it's great when you're trying to work on having your both hands kind of communicate, if that makes sense. So let's take a look at what's going on. So we start on an upstroke on an open B. And then on the downstroke afterwards, we play the 4th fret of B. And then open again. So what's happening is so you see, the movement for the first part is just fret 4 to fret 7, fret 5 to fret 8. And it goes back again. So when it gets tricky is adding in those open Bs between every note. And this is a good tempo to start off with, you know, you don't need to rush ahead and go super quick with this. So I'd really encourage you to be very, very disciplined with the metronome for this tune. Start super slow and then gradually build up to it. So that's our first part. And it goes back to 4th. And then this part here, so the notes are so that's 12 on B, 10 on B, 9 on B, back to 10, 9, 7, 9, 5, 7, 4, 5, 4, 5, 4, 5, 4. So once more. And now let's add in the open Bs in between. So you see, it's a real challenge just trying to make sure you're lifting your finger off and you're getting the clean open Bs each time, okay? So the full thing so far sounds something like this. Remember, we start on the offbeat. We start on the very last 16th note. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. And now up to the 12th fret. Once more. And there we go. That's that iconic lead part. Let's move on to some rhythm guitar parts now. Okay, so a little bit further on into the song, after we've been playing this lead part for a bit, the singer's come in already. We've got this cool thing that comes in and goes. So this is a cool little rhythm and it's quite groovy at the same time. We're just playing a B power chord, okay? So first finger on the 2nd fret of A, 3rd finger on the 4th fret of D, 4th finger on the 4th fret of G. And you can imagine it like this. Down, down, up. Sorry, let me rephrase that. Down, up, down, down. So I'm playing the root note. Down, up, down, down. So you see I've split the chord into root note and the other notes. So, and then up, down. So I'm getting mine all mixed up. Let me go again. So down, up, down, 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 up, down, down, and that's it. If we speed it up. It's actually really quite a tricky part, because it's quite fatiguing for your picking hand, but also just keeping it really nice and consistent and well in time too is quite a challenge. Again, that's why it's very much recommended to practice slowly. And there we go. So that continues for a little while. Then we have a second guitar that comes in and does something like this. So this part is quite tricky because you have to keep it really quiet once you cut the chord off. So we do a long power chord on the 2nd fret to let it ring out, and then this is a really quick one. That's an A power chord, so open A string, 2nd fret D, 2nd fret G, quick down and an up. Okay, and then you go downwards again to the 2nd fret of A, so it's open E power chord. So down, up, down. So it goes. See that? 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wow, it's really hard to count and play. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Hear that bit there? It's really syncopated. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. 1 and a 2 E and a 3 and 4 and 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 and 4. If it helps to count out loud as I'm doing, then definitely go for it. With the drums now, sounds like this. There we go. So we're edging towards the chorus now, okay? So there's actually a really cool part. In fact, reminded myself, there's a cool part before the chorus that goes 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is just starting on the A power chord. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And then 1 on the first beat is the B power chord. 2 and the A power chord. 3 on the open E power chord. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. And then we hit onto the chorus. In fact, no, it's not strummed like that, guys. Okay, so that's the B power chord to start with, and then the open A power chord, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. That's a nice D chord. So I'm not playing the top note of the D, just doing the D string, 2nd fret of G, 3rd fret of B. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So once again. So after the solo, we come back to the kind of build thing, and all that happens is we've got these chords that are going 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and... So that's just the B power chord moving to the A power chord. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So after the sort of that chorus there, we have this bit to mimic the vocals. It goes 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's just a B power chord. And 3 and 4. That's the 2nd fret of E to the 4th fret of E. And then an open E power chord. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4. So that now only leaves us with the solo to work on. Okay, so let's break the solo into small sections. So the first part goes. Okay, so what we've got here, 9th fret bending up a semitone, and then down to 7th fret of G. Sorry, that was the 9th fret of G, I should say. 7th fret of G onto the 9th fret of D. So 7th fret of D. 9th fret of A, 7th fret of D, up to the 9th fret of D. So, and then 9th fret slowly bending up a tone, and then we've got this. It's a classic blues move, that. So we bend up to the 9th fret, and then 7th fret of E, 10th fret of B, pull off to 7, 9th fret of G, and then here comes the roll. 7 on B, 7 on G. So you see I'm rolling there with my first finger. And this happens quite quickly. It's quite a little finger twister, that one. We've gone... And then we just go 9, 7, 9. The next part goes... It's kind of hard to hear on the recording this, it's quite quiet, but it sounds to me something like this. We're bending the 9, and then we get our 4th finger on the 11th fret of G, pull off to the 9th, pull off to the 7th. So that's 4th finger, 2nd finger, 1st finger. So it does it like 3 times. And then 9, 7 on G, down to the 7th fret of D. Cool, so this final part of the solo goes something like this. Really cool little bluesy lick again, very vintage Angus Young. So it starts on the 17th fret, full tone bend, release the bend, then pull off to 14. And then we're on the B string, 17th fret, bend up a tone, release the bend, pull off as well, so. And then we go. So that's now 17 bending a tone up again. And then up to 17 on E, pull off to 14. So far. And then 17th upper tone again, pull off to 15, and then we go pull off again to 15 and land on 16th fret of G. And then to finish, 15th fret hammering to 17th. This is really tricky, this part, so I'll just do it super slow again because I'm kind of confusing myself a little bit. So. Now full speed. It's a really tricky one to get under your fingers. But really, really cool. I love that phrasing that Angus Young uses there. So I'm going to play this solo from the start again, just a little bit slower. So. And there we go. So yeah, we're kind of staying in positions 1 of our minor pentatonic scale. And also position 4 up there as well. So those are the kind of 2 bits there. And that pretty much covers everything in Thunderstruck. So we've got our iconic lead part. We've got our rhythmic part. And we've got our other rhythm part. And remember that part as well, our chorus part. A couple of other rhythm parts and our solo that goes. And there we go. So take your time with all of these bits, especially the speed on that intro lead part. But yeah, have fun with it, enjoy, and I will see you in the next video.